Welcome back to another video. Today we're back in Madden Ultimate Team, and so today I'm going to be talking about what I want to see for Madden 22, things that I think EA should improve on or take away, just ways to make the game better and what I personally think we need to see for next Madden. Also, fan appreciation packs have been, I guess, like kind of restored. You have 5 more, so we'll open those while I talk today, but I am going to show you guys some things as well. So we're just going to get right into it. I don't have a reason to keep you guys waiting at all, and I'm not going to. So, first off, since we're already talking about packs, before I open these, what I want to see in Madden 22 is more, if you look at some of the bundles like this, where it's like 10 times Elite Bundle, and not even just like that, if a new promo comes out, they'll be like 187 plus, 190 plus for like $10, you know what I mean? I think EA needs to make some of the offers not money, like just for coins, because being no money spent this year, it went really well. Before I made the theme team, I was 98 overall, super close to 99. So it was a great year, but I think to make it more fun for people that like want to do content with no money spent, it would make more sense to add some bundles with coins. And I'm not saying like 50K for like the $50 bundle. It should be a lot of coins. It doesn't have to be crazy where it's like, you know, look at this, I don't know, I guess 9 packs or something like that. Yeah, like we don't need that kind of thing for coins. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like one random 87 plus, one random 90 plus, or maybe like one random pack in a topper for coins. That way, people that don't feel like spending money can still at least get like the sense of getting a topper and stuff like that. And you don't have to make the packs juice or anything. Just kind of make it so that there is different variety as far as packs go for content. And then speaking of content, I'm gonna back out and go to challenges just real quick. We've had a lot of promos this year. I've honestly been happy with the promos we've got. The only problem is that I wasn't really happy with kind of how many we got. I feel like at the beginning of the year they did a really good job, and then Zero Chill was great. Personally, I thought the winter promo was really good, and then after that it kind of started slipping. They didn't really do a whole lot. I think Super Bowl was definitely better than last year, same with playoffs, but there's just a lot of times where each week there's just days without any content at all. I know that that's going to happen, but there needs to be something for us to do, a reason to get on the game, especially from EA's like a marketing standpoint. You want players to play your game so you make money and they buy packs. So they need to do something to where we have some kind of maybe like a weekly challenge towards something or anything like that, to where people are actually like, yeah, I want to get on Madden so I can do this. I think they need to add something like that. It also just helps for content as well, because especially with Wildcard Wednesday was a great idea, but they just horrible execution. Honestly, they did veterans for way too long, and when they did do veterans, they weren't that good. And I remember one week we were getting like, I want to say 97, 98 Ultimate Legends, and then we were getting like 94 veterans. Like no one wants a 94 veteran when we can have 98 or 99 Ultimate Legend or something like that. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So I think they need to do a lot better as far as if you're having multiple promos out at the same time, where it's weekly stuff like Ultimate Legends and Wildcard Wednesday, the overalls need to be much more similar, so there's a reason to actually get those cards. Because if there's Ultimate Legends that are way better, why would I get 94 Joe Tooney when I could get 90, 98, I don't know, like another lineman, I don't even know. But you get the point I'm making, is that it doesn't really make any sense. I do like the Wildcard Wednesday idea, though. I do like the promos they did. I think they need to add in more, and what I think by more is what I'm saying is power-ups. They need to do power-ups way more. That's just my opinion. I know people might have different opinions of where that may be too overpowered and stuff like that. I don't think so at all. I think they need to be way more kind of generous with the power-ups, because Cam Newton didn't get a power-up this year. A ton of rookies did not get a power-up. And I know that's kind of normal, but I think they need to toward the end of the year. I mean, my Jeremy Chin doesn't have a power-up. I don't think Chase Young has a power-up either. I don't think Justin Herbert has a power-up. Joe Burrow doesn't have a power-up. Although actually, maybe he does because he's got the team master. I don't remember, honestly. I might be wrong about that. But either way, there's a lot of good rookies that just don't have power-ups. At the very beginning of the year for Wildcard Wednesday, they did power-ups, but then they just stopped randomly and then just forgot about it for like 6 months. They need to do that every, I want to say, 3 or 4 weeks, just to keep something new coming out. Also, we're getting power-up expansion right now, and I like that a lot, but I think that'd be cool to do that during the year as well. Whenever cards are super outdated, just make them up to like 94 or 95. Doesn't be 99 or anything, but just to keep some cards from going outdated that people really like to see. So I know this year, Patrick Willis got a 50 card, and it took till like 2 weeks for him to actually get an upgrade. That is a long time without a Patrick Willis card. I know linebackers weren't good this year, but you can make the same example for any other player, kind of like Taylor Mays. Everybody loves Taylor Mays, but that guy didn't have an upgrade from like the same, actually even earlier than Patrick Willis, to like pretty recently, honestly, for power expansion. The first week of it, he got one. So that's a long time without a Taylor Mays card. That kind of hurts theme teams, and that just hurts people that want to get content out for some of the best cards in the game, honestly. I know Taylor May's definitely a fan favorite, so I think they need to do something about that to make sure cards don't get too outdated, but I don't know. That's my opinion. We will open a pack right here, though, since I already told you guys a little bit about what I want to see. We'll keep going, though, but first fan appreciation pack right here. My packs have not been insane. They've been good, but they haven't been crazy. Like 92, that's not good. Small UL, 91. This pack's actually looking really bad. Base Elite, see, okay, there's one of the bad ones. That right there just wastes 75k. So I'll open another one real quick, and then we'll go back to talking about things I want to see. Be sure to comment down below what you guys want to see, because I know, you guys probably have a longer list than I do as far as what you guys want to see. So let me know down below. Next pack right here, it is going to be, don't be an 86 plus. Okay, 77. Draft, can we get like a 99? 94, that's still not great. We do get rings, though. Come on. And 95, Rodney Harrison. Okay. 86, another draft player. 95. All right, you know what? That was much better than last pack. And so I've already talked a lot about kind of content in Ultimate Team. I want to talk gameplay real quick as well. So personally, I am going to include a clip if I can find it. I don't know if I can, but I'm going to describe it to the best of my ability. But do you guys know, whenever you throw a pass and it looks like it's going right to the receiver, but for some reason it's like overthrown or like right over their heads and no one plays the ball, that needs to be fixed, because I have been screwed over because of that so many times. It is not even funny. There are in times like 3rd and 13, wide open, like just right to the sideline, way overthrown. Or it's not way overthrown, but it's like it appears as way overthrown. Or it's like the receiver registers as if it's way overthrown, but it's actually not. I really, really want that fixed. I know last year for Madden 20, there were times the corner would like jump in to play the ball, but just not put their hands up so they wouldn't pick it off. They did fix that, I think, for this year, so hopefully they fix that as well. But that is one of the bugs that really, really annoy me. Kind of like the same thing as where if you throw the ball, the receiver like comes toward the quarterback for some reason. Not really sure why. I think it's just because they think, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm not sure why. But sometimes I'll throw it and they'll like come back to the ball when it's going farther and like they miss the ball. Like I'm not really sure why that's happening. But that could be fixed as well. That would be great. But yeah, those are kind of some of the gameplay things. As far as abilities go, though, we're going to go over the team and look at some of the abilities. Alright, so my team right here, as far as you guys can see, has AP and everything, right? And we have it, I think, filled out 15 of 15. So if you played Madden 20, you know AP was not a thing. That was not a thing at all. It was just, you can choose like 3 players, I think, that you could have a ton of abilities on, or I guess 3 the maximum. I think they ended up making it 4, and an X Factor. However, AP makes it way more spread out, where on Madden 20, if I choose a lineman to have an ability, that's like, then I can only have it on my quarterback and receiver, or quarterback and running back, or only running back and receiver, and it's just kind of down one. So the move was always to have one on your quarterback, running back, and receiver, or quarterback, running back, and like tight end, something like that. But this makes it so that you can spread everything out really well, and it only takes 1 just to have a very decent ability for the offensive line. I like this way more, personally. I think they should keep it, but I think they should probably make it so that, tune down some abilities, obviously, that, change the AP word, stuff like that, and we'll look at that in a second. But also even just change the AP amount, they're like the maximum, a little bit more throughout the year, because they did do that pretty well, but I feel like every time they did, it was like a little too late of where like we really, really needed it. So if they get it out before where it's like, yeah, we need it before we are very desperate to have an AP increase, that would be ideal. But I do like the way they did this year. I think it's a lot better, at least in my opinion. We'll look at Teddy Bridgewater real quick, just for an example for abilities. Obviously, I want them to add in new abilities. But if you guys have any good ideas for abilities, let me know, because I can't think of any. So if you guys do, let me know. I'd love to hear those. But we have like red zone deadeye, so perfect pass accuracy while throwing in the red zone. We have sleight of hand, higher chance of success on pump fakes and double moves. So I think abilities like this could probably be taken out. And the reason I say that is because even at the beginning of the year, people aren't looking for that kind of ability. They're looking for things to get the ball completed with the best chance possible, especially at the beginning of the year when we have 86 throw accuracy is like the best. We want abilities that really help with throwing, or if you have a fast quarterback, you want escape artist. So escape artist definitely needs to stay 100%. That way it just, it just seems more fresh. Something to refresh the game a little bit, because if they literally just copy and paste the same abilities to next year, it's not going to feel like Madden 22, it's just going to feel like Madden 21 with a different cover athlete. You know what I mean? So it has something to do with abilities I think would be really, really good. Also, obviously, I'm not going to do that. Also, X Factors, those can definitely be changed, or just, more in. I think more is definitely an option. I do feel like for some maybe don't make them as hard. Like Omaha, this is super overpowered if this was easy. You know, like it shows defensive coverage on DBs. You can literally see the defense. I think you need to get like over 5 or 10 yards completions, like 5 in a row or something like that. So it is pretty solid. Something like that should stay. But as for like Gambler, faster pass that can't be picked off by AI defenders, I don't remember what it requires to get this. I really don't. But I remember thinking like that's kind of like a lot, honestly. It's not really worth it. So I think they need to reshape abilities a little bit, which I think honestly should just be, I mean, expected with a new game. I think they should look at everything like, okay, what can we take out, what can we put in, and just kind of change everything up. So I think abilities as a whole, offense and defense, can definitely be worked on. Obviously, earlier this year, there was, I think it was bench press that was like super overpowered, and they did end up tuning that down and everything, and it was fine. And they end up increasing the AP cost for acrobat and safeties. That, like, EA definitely needs to keep doing. Definitely do that, because always in any game you ever play, there's going to be a meta people do to make it as easy as possible, because that's the point. You want to win games. So people are always going to find a way to do that. So EA does need to make sure that they are monitoring that so it's not super overpowered, because I personally never had to go against like the bench press corners when that was a thing. But I heard that was like super overpowered and nobody could ever get open. It was terrible. So things like that they do need to keep up on. I think they did honestly a pretty good job with that this year of making sure abilities are pretty fair. So the only thing I ask for next Madden is that they are a bit just kind of reshaped, new ones in, new ones out. I know this year they added Avalanche and they added Truz. Two very good abilities, honestly. I like that a lot. And we are going to open some training variety packs while I continue to talk here. So abilities, obviously, I think those definitely need to be reshaped. And speaking of Madden 22 and these training variety packs, I think packs like this should definitely be in Madden 22. Not the same packs, because if I see the power animation one more time, I'm probably going to break my monitor. But some packs like this that are very cheap to open, they're quick, they're fun, and you can actually get pretty good pulls. I was hoping that'd be a 93, but you can actually get pretty good pulls out of them for not a lot. I mean, for 2,500 training, you can get a uniform or a golden ticket. It's fun. It's a good idea. I think Ultimate Team needs more packs like that where it could be, you know, you're not losing a ton, but I mean, if you obviously start like 100,000 training like I have and then go all the way down to 0, then you lose a ton. But you can get a high reward from it. I think packs like that definitely need to be in there next year where, you know, you don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to spend like 75,000 coins. Just quick packs like this where you can actually get something good. Because I know I've had some really good pulls out of these this year. I've only pulled one golden ticket, so if I pull one now, that'd be great. But if you look at the training store as a whole, they have a lot of stuff where it's kind of Wildcard Wednesday. And I know I already touched on I didn't like it really this year with the way they did players. That a lot of them weren't really that good. I know there was like a really good flashback Adrian Amos. I think Marcus Mariota was really good for a time when he first came out. And that was some of the Team of the Week heroes were good too. I mean, Team of the Week is fine. But as far as Wildcard Wednesday goes, a lot of the players just really weren't worth it. And that's just my opinion. That's what I think. If they were to do the players way better, then I think those training packs would be way more worth it. But I honestly don't know anybody sitting around opening these like 89 plus veterans players. I mean, I'm going to open one right now for you guys. This is 7,500 training for an 89 plus. I'm not sure what we're going to get out of here, but let's see. A 90. So right there, we lost 2,500 training. And we're getting 90 Jared Cook. But if you think about it, what are you spending 7,500 training for? Who are you trying to get out of here? Like, why even bother doing that? Because I would rather open a ton of these and get nothing than open these that are way more expensive and get higher pools, but not make my training back and not help my team. Out of this, I get a golden ticket. I could do content. I could do so much stuff with these packs. Whereas veterans and flashbacks and even really rising stars, it's just like, I don't know. You can't do a lot of content with those players, so a lot of them weren't really that usable every time they came out. So they need to really make sure those players are kept up to date with actually the players we're getting in the game as we get a 2,000 coin quick sell. Guys, another thing this year that they improved on a lot was fumbling. Madden 20 fumbling was horrible. It was all the time. I'm pretty sure there were games where I would play, let's say like 3 games in a row, and I would get around 2 to 3 fumbles a game, which is not realistic at all. Fumbles are pretty rare. They don't just happen from big hits. I mean, these players are made to take big hits. So they did a great job fixing fumbling because that really bothered me, especially with the quarterback. Like, yeah, okay, maybe they can fumble a little bit more than normal players. Quarterback takes a hit stick. He should fumble more than a running back should. I mean, that just makes sense. So that is fine, but last year it was really bad. So they did a good job fixing that. I do think they need to continue that next year as how it was this year. I know power, it really didn't matter this year, which kind of sucks, but like it is just kind of realistic. Like, I know people love Sean Taylor because of his hit power, but Sean Taylor's not going to make every person fumble every big hit. He's just not going to. So it does make it more realistic, and I do like that part. So I think personally they should probably keep fumbling the way it is. I do like that for sure. I know I am on current gen, obviously, so picks. There are some animations where it's like, did he really just pick that off? Like, how did he pick that when it was going, like, targeted way down the field? I think next gen, that's not really a thing, so I'm not going to talk about that because I'm sure it's already better there, which I'm not sure when I'll get a next gen console. Hopefully soon, and hopefully Madden 22 will be on next gen. But, yeah, it'll be fun. I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's going to take some serious adjusting for me to actually be good in that because I've never tried it out before. And I've played this since forever, so that's going to take a while, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But yes, that's honestly a lot of the stuff I want to see from Madden 22. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I think just things that we expect from a company like EA. Just good communication about content, which they need to definitely get better at, and just regular content. I don't think it's too crazy to ask. I mean, honestly, I play 2K in my free time sometimes, and they get packs almost every day. They get something new at least, even if they aren't insane. Just some type of new content. So I think we really need that on Madden because there isn't a thing like that. There's a lot of days where there's just literally no content at all. But guys, we'll open the last few of these and then a fan favorite pack because honestly, 20K right there, pretty good. Honestly, I've kind of said everything I really want for Madden 22. I can't really think of anything else. Just kind of the big things is content and a few of the gameplay bugs. And other than that, I think I'm excited for Madden 22. As long as I get those things fixed, I think it's going to be a great game. Likely our last stream variety pack right here. So let's see what this is. If it's golden ticket, it'd be awesome. Golden ticket, please? No? Okay. 1,000 coins, sounds about right. Alright, well, one last fan appreciation pack. I still have 2 left, but I don't want to waste my coins all that. Honestly, I might. I'm not really sure. Maybe this isn't our last one. Who knows? Small UL, you really hate to see it. Yeah, 89 Julius Peppers is not what I wanted to see. And that's our 86 plus. It's an 86. Not great. Not okay. Wow. We cannot end on a pack like that. I refuse. I don't care how low I'm going coins. I'm not ending on a pack like that. So we'll do this pack right here, and if it's good, this will be the end. Draft player, first pack, 94. Not great. Next pack, gold, and then we have a small. Is this AR 86 plus? Okay, it's not. So is this? Okay, this is our UL. There is rings and 98. You know what? I will take that. This is our 86 plus, and it's an 88. That's not a bad pull. I am fine with that. You know what? I have stuff to sell. I have 1,000 coins after this. I don't really care. We'll open our last fan appreciation pack. It is what it is. I don't need my coins as bad as I did earlier this year. Basically, this is 86. Okay, thank God. That's an 81. Small UL, 91 Marvin Harrison. Draft player, 93. This is not looking good. 88. Okay, well, that pack was terrible. But you know, we pulled that 98 Ultimate Legend, so I'm fine with that. Alright guys, that's going to do it for the video though. That is my Madden 22 wish list and everything I want to see. Be sure to comment down below what you guys want to see. What do you want in Madden 22? I just want some bug fixes and better content, honestly. Not too much to ask, I don't think. Hopefully we can get that. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you guys are new here. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.